Asian Center for Inclusive Education, ACIE Bangladesh, has been established with a vision of improving access to high-quality education to learners in Asia-Pacific region and beyond. Mission of ACIE is undertaking collaborative research on issues related to equity and inclusion in education, understanding unique challenges that developing countries are facing in implementing equitable and inclusive policy initiatives, exploring possible solutions of the challenges that would be applicable to developing countries, identifying and promoting successful inclusion model, and finally, networking, information sharing, and advocacy on inclusion in education. The idea of developing a platform like ACIE was first initiated in a symposium at Monash University, Australia in 2011. Then in 2013, ACIE's initiative started by establishing a secretariat in Dhaka, Bangladesh. As a result, ACIE works internationally and also for Bangladesh. ACIE has three kinds of initiatives. ACIE contributes in knowledge generation by arranging conferences, publishing ACIE journal, and conducting researches. ACIE is also involved in advocacy and networking through policy dialogue, seminar and conference, and collaboration with academic and development organizations. And finally, ACIE is also involved in awareness raising and capacity building through NAMI Award, day celebration, and training and workshop organizing. Continuous efforts and dedication to bring change for the betterment of educational practices of this region. ACIE has now collaboration with world-class academics and researchers working in top-ranked universities. In advisory committee, ACIE collaborates with 9 organizations. On the other hand, for academic initiatives, ACIE has collaboration with 12 academic institutions.
Namaskar. I am very glad that the Asian Center for Inclusive Education, Dhaka, is contributing in the area of inclusive education, implementation, policy, practices, and solving the problems of the countries in the Asian countries from the Asia. The center is established in Dhaka, but taking care of Asian countries, inclusive education implementation. The center is conducting a very prominent and very appropriate research problem solving projects, which will be really solving the problems of a classroom or grassroots level implementation of inclusive education.
The International Advisory Panel of ACIE include academics from various universities under the leadership of Professor Dr. Umesh Sharma and Professor Dr. M. Tariq Ahsan. The International Advisory Panel of ACIE also includes various professionals from different development organizations. For managing the national initiatives and the Secretariat, which is located in Dhaka, ACIE has a National Management Committee consisting of a group of academics, practitioners, and philanthropic personnel. Today, the initiatives of ACIE is recognized all over the world.
Hello, it's Professor Tim Lawman here from Concordia University of Edmonton in Canada. And I'm just here to say thank you to the Asian Center for Inclusive Education for all the great work that you do. There's the Asia Journal of Inclusive Education, which is just a fantastic benefit, I think, to the Asian countries there and in fact the world in terms of promoting research and promoting the communication of that research. Also, you know, the center has a very practical component to it, assisting schools, assisting people throughout the Asian region and particularly in Bangladesh to implement inclusive education approaches. So thank you to Professor Tariq Ahsan for his leadership of the center, and you know, I wish the center all the best in the future as it moves forward, and I'm really proud to be a part of the International Advisory Panel. Thanks very much.
Asian Journal for Inclusive Education, AJIE, is an international double-blind peer-reviewed journal published by Asian Center for Inclusive Education, ACIE, Bangladesh since 2013.
Good morning, good afternoon, namaste, assalamu alaikum. My name is Umesh Sharma and I'm professor at Monash University in Inclusive Education. I'm also the chair of this conference. First of all, let me welcome all of you to this conference and let me tell you a little bit about the Asian Center for Inclusive Education. So in 2013, under the leadership of Tariq Ahsan, we started this journey. We established the Asian Center for Inclusive Education and we launched our journal, Asian Journal of Inclusive Education. Here is the first copy of the journal. When we started, we thought countries in Asia, most of the time, we are consumers of research. We read articles written in other countries. We thought we need to change this culture. We want good researchers to come together. We wanted policy makers to come together and do some new research projects. And we started thinking about having some conferences. So I must say that I'm so proud to see the work that this organization has done in the last few years. We have 6th conference this year, and Asian Journal for Inclusive Education is in 9th volume. So the progress we have made in the last few years is amazing. I know not many organizations survive for so many years. So the work that Tariq is doing is amazing. And I'm very proud of the work you are doing, Tariq. But I think everyone who's in Bangladesh or in Asia must be very proud of the work you are doing in this region. I wish you all the very best. I want everyone to enjoy the conference, learn from each other, and make new connections, and continue to stay connected with us and give us more opportunities so that we can stay connected with you. Enjoy the conference and all the best to all of you. Bye-bye.
One flagship event of ACIE is International Conference on Equity and Inclusion.
The Asian Center for Inclusive Education, ACIE, is committed to bring innovations to ensure quality education in developing countries for ensuring equity, inclusion and social justice for all. For doing this, ACIE continuously attempts to exchange ideas, share and preserve knowledge, and advocate for policy and practice reforms to ensure quality education. Such work demands for global networking and collaboration. We believe that together we can develop a better world for the future generation.